next guest started off as a gospel choir director in New Orleans and went on to become the undisputed queen of bounce, who famously said the words, "I did not come to play, I came to slay." Please welcome Big Freedia.
Good morning, Diva.
You better come through, Blondie. Okay, so the last time you were on, which was 5 years ago, I can't believe it's been that long, you actually gave us all the dopest twerking lesson. Since then, bounce music has totally blown up, and your voice was heard on one of the greatest anthems of our time, Formation. You actually performed it with Beyonc in New Orleans during her world tour. What was it like being backstage with her?
Oh my God. Well, I mean, just being on stage with the Queen was just so unbelievable. You know, I was just so honored to be a part of the project, but I was most honored when I performed with her in New Orleans, and when those 70,000 people screamed when I came on stage, it was amazing. And to have Beyonc to come from understage before she go on stage to give me a kiss on my cheek, I like to pass out right before I hit the stage. So it was amazing.
Yes, that is so dope.
Yeah, and that was at her mom's 60th birthday party.
Oh, that's so sweet. And you know what, Freedia, what we love about you, your performances, you're always performing at the Essence Festival when I'm hosting, and I love the energy that you bring. But you have so much confidence. Have you always had that confidence in slaying?
I did not. At first, I used to actually be stage frightened. I used to throw up before I used to perform. And my manager said one day, look, if you're going to want to be a performer, you're going to have to overcome this. And so as time went on and I started practicing and hitting the stage more, I started getting more confidence, and that kind of just went away. Thank God for that.
Okay.
Thank God for that.
Thank God for that. Well, in your book, Big Freedia, God Save the Queen Diva, we get
coming out today.
Hey!
We get an intimate look into your life. You actually wrote about one of your performances where you had to deal with some unwelcoming audience members. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, one time I had a show in Connecticut, and it wasn't so pleasant, and that was my first time in Connecticut. I was between Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa, and the promoter was from New Orleans. So they were not expecting to see a very large queen performing in between Snoop Dogg and Wiz Khalifa, and they were not accepting. They were like booing and throwing stuff at us. Wow. And so I continued to perform. You know, I did what I had to do. I told them off at the end, and I walked off stage and got my check. You know, so
that's
that
right.
part.
Okay.
First time that happened. You know, I've been back to Connecticut since, and it was a whole different reception. The crowd was amazing. Ooh. The fans were amazing. And so I'm just grateful that I had that moment, because I had never had that in my career before. So I know what to expect if that ever happened again.
Right. Yes, and it's because of you being loud and proud of who you are, Big Freedia. It allows us to celebrate what life can look like in the many shapes and forms that we see. Since the beginning of your career, how much progress do you think that we've made as a society when it comes to challenging gender norms?
Well, I think that we have definitely been, you know, challenging in the right direction. You know, you have seen a lot of stuff changing around the world. You have seen a lot of more visibility with the LGBTQ community. I mean, on screens, you know, doing work, hairdressers, you know, everybody. It really has changed for me, just being that I can continue to be myself and be prideful. And for a lot of people out there, they tell me all the time, oh, you helped me to come out. You helped change my life. You helped my family to accept me. Your relationship with you and your mom helped to change me and my mom's relationship. So I'm just grateful to be myself and, you know, just live every day in my own truth and not be apologetic about being who I am.
That's right.
Well, you have a lot of people that love you, and I'm so glad that you feel that love. You actually have a lot of famous fans, including Ryan Gosling. How did you guys meet?
Well, we met at South by Southwest. Ryan was shooting a movie, and so they brought him over and introduced me. We wind up hanging out. He, you know, wind up seeing my tattoo on my back. He became a fan. You know, we hung out like that whole day, that whole night, and it was just amazing.
What's the tattoo on your back?
We'll talk about that one when I come on the next show.
Okay. Now I want to know. Is this a piece in progress, or is it like too hot for TV?
It's too hot for TV. It's been done.
Okay.
We'll Google.
Okay,
we'll Google at the commercial
Keep us
break.
waiting.
So Big Freedia, what is it that you want people to learn from your book?
Well, for my book, I want people to know my story and to know that where I come from and where I'm at currently now, and that, no matter what life adversities come at you, that you can do something with your life and change the way that your life path may go. This book is just about my story, about my upbringing from my church background to my family, to some experiences that I had dealt with in life and people that I've dealt with, some business experiences and the people that I've met and performed with. So it's a very interesting book, and I'm very happy, to be out there and letting people read my story, and hopefully it helps some young kid that's still trying to find their way, and hopefully it will help them on their path.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for stopping by, Big Freedia, and hanging out with us today. Be sure to pick up a copy of her book, Big Freedia, God Save the Queen Diva, available now in paperback.